Hello guys, it's Jordan from Jordan. Okay, we will welcome back. Today we'll be talking about the IFI Go Pod. So on the website, they're giving it a very lengthy description that is a HD Bluetooth DAC for headphone and earphone. Well, for me, it's just a Bluetooth adapter. Okay, put it straight, Bluetooth adapter, but it's a premium one and it's a very pricey one as well. So thank you for IFI for loaning this to me. I need to return it back to them, but it doesn't affect my honest opinion on them. And first of all, like I said, the price is selling at $399 US. It's not cheap, okay? Definitely it's not cheap, and it's a premium price tag. Of course, it does pack in a lot of features that none other competitors can do, because other competitors, they are coming up with like something like $100, $70. So those are quite, I would say, budget, but this is top of the line kind of Bluetooth adapters. So if you guys like me, you have a lot of very expensive stuff, you have using like Monarch Mark II, okay, like Vision Ears, Phoenix, that kind of IEM, and you want it to go portable. Okay, you wouldn't want to like plug into something budget like $70 adapter, do you? So here today we'll be talking about this IFI Go Pod. First, we talk about the features, of course the physicalities, how is it like, the case and everything, and slowly at the end we talk about the sound. First of all, we talk about why should you bother. Okay, $399 is a lot of money. You can get a very decent IEM already on it. So first of all, why? And I would think that if you are having a very high-end earphone, okay, so if you are using a $2,000 set, Symphonium Crimson, okay, Monarch Mark III, that kind of price point, then yeah, it's justifiable, okay, justifiable to use this kind of adapters. But if you are merely using like maybe Blessings, okay, like Moondrops, those Tri-Fi that are not too overly expensive, then I would still prefer you guys to use something like a Bluetooth dongle like the IFI Go Blue, or just stick with cables. So another reason is that for people like me, if you are going on the go, if you are rushing for work, late for school, imagine that you want music, you definitely need music on the way commuting. And imagine people like me, I need to plug this into my setup, my stack. Wow, you need to turn on this, turn on the amp, plug this in, then take out your IEM, hook it to your ears. A lot of hassle, isn't it? Yeah. So this is why some people might prefer the IFI Go Pod. I mean, something Bluetooth, more convenience and portable. That's why this is the biggest selling point of it, I think, because if you are using like Monarch Mark II, but it's just a hassle to actually plug into everything every day, okay, to go. Okay, this IFI Go Pod, you just need to take out the box, hang it to your ears and turn on your Bluetooth. That's all, on the go. Yeah, so that's the reason that why should you be bothering on this. And because cable kind of, I would say, dangerous as well, in some sense, where you might not be the player, or maybe your phone might not be with you all the time. Maybe it's on the desk, and the moment you turn, or the moment you drop your phone or something, well, you might drop your IEM. It might pull out from your ears or something, so it might even damage your IEM. So that's why other some small little reason. I come up with a lot of it, okay? I can go endlessly with this thing why you should even bother, but yeah, that's all for the reason. You guys can imagine the rest of it yourself. First of all, we'll be talking about the case, and this case over here is so big, man. It's so big, but it also at the same time very premium. So it's a love and hate kind of relationship, where it's so big, it's not pocketable, but it may be pocketable, maybe at the back of your jeans pocket, yeah, but front pocket, it'll be kind of weird, okay, kind of weird. So it's kind of big, okay, but there are good and bad things about it. First of all, good is that it's big, it has a lot of space for you to actually put in bigger IEMs, okay, and also it gives you some gimmicks where when you open this up, there'll be lights glowing. You see that? wow, now of course there's nothing in there because it's on my ear. One of it is here. So yeah, so if you have like bigger IEMs like the Monarch, okay, and other IEMs, or maybe some of your custom IEM where it's usually quite big, then you will appreciate the space that actually they provided inside. So, and also because of the ear hook is kind of flexible, okay, it's kind of flexible, you can really like adjust it like this. Even if you have a really big IEM, okay, you just put it in there. As long as the charging port over here is attached to the charging pin, then it's fine. Okay, no need. I mean, you can adjust the IEM, it can jut out a little bit in the box, but it doesn't really like affect. Okay, it doesn't. As long as you can put it on the charging pin, it's fine. Then just close the box. Even though it's not fully closed, you can close it at 90%. It's fine. It works fine because the lights will only turn on after you open up like 70% of the case. So for me, I have no issue putting in the Monarch Mark II or Mark III, and I don't have a whole lot of other biggest IEM, but for those which are already quite big, quite gigantic, it's fine. Then you shouldn't be worried. You shouldn't be worried unless you are using something like custom. So custom, I can't say. Some people custom are really like this big. So yeah, the benefit of the case being a little bit bigger. Okay, and the lights. Okay, I forgot to talk about the lights. Again, I need to really give them a praise. The implementation of the lights, I think, is quite simple. Okay, anyone can put the lights on the case, but to really put it there, just make it felt a little bit more premium. Yeah, it is. It's quite premium. Where just imagine every day when a customer that approach me, they say they want to try out something Bluetooth portable. When I open up the case, wow, like as if I'm proposing to the customer. So my wedding ring that I bought have this kind of box, okay, that comes with lights, but I never imagine or think that one day I will saw something in an IEM world that have some sort of treatment to them. This is really amazing. Okay, these lights, yeah, really amazing. And if you have a very nice IEM, okay, if you love your IEM so much, then opening it every day, looking at it with lights, just felt good. Yeah, of course, if you like Monarch Mark III, open it up, it's blinky, yeah, like mine. So just felt good. Okay, just felt good. So that's all for the box. Next, let's go to the thing itself. So this is the Go Pod. So now I'm attaching it to the 64 Audio U60 because I find it aesthetic wise is in black and gray, where it just match perfectly. Okay, just match perfectly. And also I still prefer using cables on my Monarchs, so that's why. So this thing here is, I would say, also a little bit bigger. Okay, a little bit on the bigger side compared to a lot of the other budget adapters out there, like $70 that you can find easily out there, but this is a little bit bigger. So according to what IFI have said, and I totally agree with them, that the benefit of them having this kind of size is that they can have a lot of things chucked inside. Okay, so they have good battery life, they have a DAC from CS. Okay, so they never specific which model was it, but it's a CS chip. And also a lot of other securities that actually put it in there, like Bluetooth, receiver, this and that, and other tech as well. So it doesn't compromise in sound. So some other smaller adapters or even true wireless earbuds, because of they want to cut down the batteries, they want to cut out the cost, they want to make it really small, they're sacrificing a lot of stuff. So this doesn't. Okay, this just pack everything in there. And although it is fully packed with features, it doesn't really like weighs a lot. Okay, it's quite light. For me, it's quite light. I don't really felt it when I wear it. So yeah, it's quite light and it's quite comfy. I don't really felt it at all. And it does come with this ear hook thing. Is detachable. It's detachable, but it's very tight now because I plug it all the way in. So no worries that it will not detach while you're on the go. While it comes with, when it comes with stock, it's in MMCX, so you can change it to 2-pin if you are using an IM with 2-pin. But I still want to complain. Yeah, I like to complain. I've been very salty recently. So it comes in 2-pin, but why? Because nowadays I just, through my own experience, I just thought that like 70% of the IM out there nowadays are like mostly 2-pin. And when the packages that it came to me is that it was on MMCX, and the 2-pin ear hook was messed up. Okay, left and right messed up because it's just fall off from the packaging. So for you guys out there who don't have a lot of knowledge, okay, or you might be plugging in the wrong side, okay, because just a little bit extra knowledge, I guess most of you might have known, or you should know, is that if you have a 2-pin cable that resets 2-pin, the groove, the one with the groove, there's a groove out there, should be on outside, should be facing outside. So now it's facing outside. I don't think you guys can see the groove here. So there's a groove here. This should be facing outside. So this will be your left side. On vice versa, the one on the right hand side here, facing the groove, facing this side. So it's on my right. Yeah. So it might be confusing. So for some of the users out there who don't know everything about this, if you don't swap cable every day, so you might not know, and you plug it wrongly, you just get like some weird polarity, or you just get some weird imaging going on, like your music doesn't go like this way, it just go like cross. So just a little bit complaint that they should have just put like 2-pin stop, that's all. Okay, but yeah, just another complaint, just that it is swappable. Okay, that's all. It's good, swappable, where it's quite convenient, but it doesn't come with like Pentagon or what, so it comes with MMCX and 2-pin. So you can, if you have a large collection, if you have MMCX and 2-pin with you, you can just swap it out yourself every day. And also it's not very heavy, just quite comfortable to me. There are buttons over here. And again, I would like to just give it a little bit of complaint on the on the buttons. Like just 5 seconds ago, I just accidentally pressed it. It's not a tactile button, it's touch control. So it's quite sensitive. Okay, when you are wearing this itself, you might really like press the play button accidentally. So it's quite easy to trigger. Like just now, I just accidentally press it and it just got played. And also, I also hated the buttons on this quite a little bit, as in the buttons have latency issue. I'm not sure whether have they fixed this in the latest firmware, but for now, my one out from the box, it have latency issue where you can press the button 1 time for play and pause, press 2 times to skip a song, and hold the button to raise your volume. But even with the simplest instructions, play and pause, click 1 time. Okay, it's not tactile, it's just by touch control, either left side or right side, it doesn't matter. But here, whatever that you do, for example, I've pressed play, it will only play after 1 second later. Yes, if I press pause, it will only happen 1 second later in my app. Okay, so I'm not sure whether it's a phone thing, or is it a firmware issue, or do they have a latest firmware going on, or is it because my phone is too old, Bluetooth is not too advanced, okay, it's not like the latest Bluetooth. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure, but at least to my experience, it have latency issue. So it's kind of a disastrous experience for me to like use the button, because when I press play, it doesn't. So I press, normally you guys, you press the button the second time. So what it will happen is that for the next 1 second, suddenly your music will play, and another second later, your music will pause because you press second time. Not sure whether would it make sense to you. So if you want to skip songs, wow, the experience is like tier 2, difficulty 2, where you press 2 times, the song doesn't skip yet. Okay, then you thought, oh, the song is still ongoing, you press again, or you press 1, or you might press 2. So another second, your song will suddenly skip forward to another song, and it might be paused. So yeah, I have a lot of issue playing with the buttons, I admit that. And also holding on the button is to increase the volume and reduce the volume. And yeah, well, this is being a little bit sensitive. Well, if your hands suddenly just hold on it, it will just increase the volume, and this can get quite powerful, quite loud. Still not very enjoyable to use on the button. And also another thing is that, imagine because of the latency issue, 1 second, you might already have reached the volume that you have preferred, but because the phone haven't reacted yet, so the next second later your volume might be really too much. Okay, so well, you guys can imagine what I'm trying to say. Try to understand that the latency issue on buttons, and because it's so sensitive to touches, is not quite nice to use, at least for me. Okay, at least for me. But okay, for most of the people out there, phone is on our hand like 24/7 anyway, like commuting. So just use your phone. Okay, just use your phone. It should be fine. Just leave the buttons alone. Okay, for me, I'll definitely leave it alone. So that's the downside of this thing over here. But I think there are a lot of other budget adapters out there don't even have buttons at all. Okay, so good that they included this on here, where for some of you who use it every day, okay, use it like 5 hours a day, no matter how many hours a day, use it for a year, then it should build up your habits, where it should be quite easy for you to find where the button is and what the buttons will do. Okay, just a matter of habit and time. I don't really have like a year, okay, to a time to use it, so that's why I still not got used to it. So that's all for the ranting, the ranting and all the complaints. So that's all for the physical aspect. Now let's talk about sound. Sound is a very difficult thing to do, especially on this IFI Go Pod, because no matter what I plug it into, I don't really find a lot of things to talk about. Okay, there is not a lot of colorations to talk about. Okay, it's not warmer, okay, it's not brighter. Okay, of course it does retain the resolution that it should have on the IEM. Okay, it doesn't like muddy it up. Okay, it doesn't like eat up your clarity or anything. Still have very good clarity, where if you're using this for commuting, I don't really think that you will find any difference, be it wireless or wired. Okay, so that's my take. Doesn't add up any warmth, because from my background, I'm a person that can have hundreds of cables every day because of my workplace. So I try out a lot of cables, and for the sake of colorations, okay, this copper cable is warmer, that silver cable is brighter, and SPC cable that give it a little bit more bassy, a little bit more V-shape. So I know some of you don't believe, but if you have a chance, drop by to Zap and look for me. I will bring you to try out. Okay, but if you still can't tell the difference, then well, good to you. You save up a lot of money. Okay, so back to this IFI Go Pod again. I think maybe it's because of the DAC chip they are using. They are using CS chip, where it's not AKM, where it will usually give you a little bit of that warmth. Nor is it using ESS, where it will give you a little bit more clarity, but things might go a little bit sharper. So it's not the both of them, it's CS logic, so it's in the center, where it doesn't add up a lot of coloration to the IEM itself, which is a good thing. Okay, which is a good thing. And also I find it quite neutral, and also with a lot of detail. That's all. So, and let's talk about power. So I have plugged it into the Monarch Mark III, which requires quite a lot of power, and also the Symphonium Crimson, where both of these just need a little bit more power, and also the Annihilator as well. So this has no issue powering and driving all this kind of IEMs that are hard to drive. So for the Monarch Mark III, I'm just using it at around the volume of 60 to 70%, while the Crimson needs a bit more power. It needs like 70 to 80. Then also the 9-liter just back to like 60 to 70. So it's not that much of a difference. Okay, not that much of a difference. Just it still can drive it quite nicely. So yeah, quite powerful. So that's why one of the reason again to get these wireless adapters. No worries, you can just use it fine regardless of what IEM that you are using. So, and next is that I would just want to thank you IFI for sending this over again, and just hope you guys can really give me more thoughts that if you are using this, or will you be using Bluetooth, considering about Bluetooth at all at the first place. Just can comment down below, and I will try to reply to every single one of you. And thank you guys. See you guys soon. Goodbye.